Hi everyone, and welcome to our lesson on Introduction to Psychology. Today we'll be looking at the 4 levels of explanation. Now we know that psychology is a systematic study of our thoughts and behaviours, and we are going to use these 4 levels of explanation to explain these behaviours. So today will be a brief overview of all the 4 levels of explanation, and throughout the year we are going to build on this knowledge as these 4 levels of explanation are actually used within all of the topics that we will be looking at this year. So the 4 levels of explanation of human behaviour are the biological level, the basic processes level, the person level, and the socio-cultural level. So the biological level includes the physical, chemical, and biological processes within a human. The basic processes level looks at the psychological processes that are universal across all humans. The person level looks at our individual differences. And a socio-cultural level looks at the influence of others on our behaviour. So let's look a bit deeper into what is involved within all of these levels. So if we look at the biological level, this focuses on our biological and chemical processes. So this can include our brain structure, the drugs and medication that we use, our sensory receptors, our genetics, our heart rate, and even our hormones. The basic processes level looks at 2 main psychological processes, which are learning and our cognition, which includes our thinking and our memory. The person level looks at the differences within each of us as an individual. So this can look at our age, our sex, our class, and even our personality. The socio-cultural level looks at the influence of other people and how that influences our behaviour. So this can be the culture, our peer group, stereotypes, and even the setting that we are in at that time. So each of these levels of explanation impact our behaviour at that point in time. So let's look at an example of a behaviour that we can use each of these 4 levels of explanation to try and explain why this person may be behaving in this particular way. So for example, aggression. So how do you think that the 4 levels of explanation fit in to someone showing aggressive behaviour? So I'd like you to pause this video and take a look back at the previous slides and the explanations that I gave for each of the 4 levels. I'd like you to jot down a couple of sentences under each of the 4 levels to see how you think that this aggression may be happening. Okay, so now that you have done that, let's look at the 4 levels of explanation and how they may fit into someone displaying an aggressive behaviour. So someone that is showing aggression, biologically, the biological level of explanation might focus on the role of neurochemistry or activity in their brain areas. So what brain areas that may they have that are contributing to their aggression? If we look at the basic processes, which focuses on their thoughts and emotions, what was their thought process? What were they feeling? Why did they then express that aggressive behaviour? If we look at the individual differences, which are individually, specifically for that person, why are they showing aggression? Is it their age? Is it their sex? Is it part of their personality? And then we look at socio-cultural. This focuses on the things around us. So where were they when they showed aggression? Is it part of their culture? Is that accepted? Okay, so I want you to do that again, and I'd like to discuss this further in class. So if we can look at anxiety experienced before sitting an important exam, which you may experience, and also someone learning to drive a car, I'd like you to jot down what you believe the 4 levels of explanation may show within these 2 scenarios. In class, I'd like to have a bit of a talk about this, and we will have a class discussion. Thank you.